Welcome to a video about Twitter vocabulary terms. Just like any subject area that you learn about in life, there's vocabulary terms that go along with it, and Twitter is no different. Now you'll see a list here. You can see tweet and hashtag and DM, which is short for direct message, RT, which is short for retweet, favorite, follow, followers, mention, and reply. So by the end of this video, you should have an understanding of all of these vocabulary terms. So I'm going to go ahead and bring back up my Twitter account. Now before I begin to define some of those words for you, what I would like to point out is up here in the left-hand corner, you can see the word home, you can see the word notifications, you can see the word messages, and you can see the word discover. So I want you to know that each of these four areas will give you something different. Right now, we are on my home page for Twitter. If I tap on notifications, what you'll actually see is any notifications that I would receive about my account, such as someone has favorited a tweet, or someone has retweeted something that I've done, or somebody is now following me. If I tap on messages, you will actually see these are direct messages, and that is one of our vocabulary terms, is direct messages, or sometimes you'll actually see it shortened. It'll say DM, capital D, capital M, and that is for direct message. Now, the only way that you can direct message somebody is if they are following you and you are following them. So keep that in mind. So you can't direct message everybody, only the people that you are following and then the people that are following you. Now, I'm going to click on the last section, which is the Discover section. When you come into the Discover section, what it tries to do here is show you different things that you can use to discover things about Twitter. So, for example, over here on the left-hand side, you will see it says trends. So anything that is trending at that time, you'll see whether it's a hashtag or something that someone has looked up. Now, of course, you see Leonard Nimoy and Rest in Peace Spock. And you can see by the different tweets over here, of course, sadly, that's trending because, of course, Leonard, Nimoy has passed away, at the age of 83. So again, anything that's trending, that's getting a lot of activity, that will show up there. There's also another spot over here that says who to follow. So based on who you're already following or interacting with, it'll give you recommendations. So again, these are just different ways that you can try to discover things about Twitter. So again, it might give you some different people to follow, some different ideas there. Okay? So again, that is the Discover section. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Home section is where I'm going to go now. I'm going to go back there. A little stray mark. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Home section. I'm going to define some vocabulary terms for you. And again, there's a reminder of those terms. Okay, so we'll take a look at those as we go through. All right, so where I'm going to start is simply with the word tweet. Okay, so if you look here on the video, you can see the different tweets, and all the different tweets you can see there's a line between them. All right, so each of those are individual tweets. Okay, and you can see some more tweets are coming in. So a tweet is a post. So if you're a Facebook person, you go into Facebook and you do a post. A tweet is just that. It would be you doing a post in Facebook. Keeping in mind, you only have 140 characters. 140 characters, so your tweet cannot just go on and on. You only get 140 characters. You are limited to that. Now you will notice this one tweet actually has a photo in it. You certainly can have a photo in there. You can have a link to a video. So you can put different things in a tweet. All right, the next word that we're going to look at is a retweet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and click on my name, because if I click on my name, what should happen, there we go, you can actually see my tweets. Now if I go down through here, you see me scrolling down, you can actually see, like right here is something that I retweeted. It actually says, you know, my username, Darlinda McTuck, retweeted. So somebody else tweeted this first, and I retweeted it. And you can also see that this same tweet has been retweeted 4 times. You can see that. Also, you'll notice it has been favorited 6 times. So that's where you see the star. So we're looking at a tweet, which I retweeted. 4 other people also retweeted it, and 6 people said it was a favorite. Favorite is another one of our vocabulary terms. And you will notice when you look at a tweet, you will notice you have different symbols down here at the bottom of the tweet. Okay, you see some different symbols. What you'll see what looks like, you know, some arrows there. That's where you would retweet, which again, you can see that as capital R, capital T, that's a retweet. You also see this star right here. If you tap on that, it's favorited. You can see that that was my tweet and one person favorited it. You also have an arrow over here on the left that is pointing out. That's how you can reply. So when you find a tweet, if you want to reply to it, you click on that and go ahead and reply. And the last thing you have here are these 3 little dots. Now let me show you what happens if you click on the 3 little dots there. If you click on the 3 dots, you will notice that I get some options, right? You can see the options right here when I click on the 3 little dots. You'll see share via direct message, but remember, direct message, you and the person have to be following each other. You could share it via an email, embed the tweet, mute it, block it, or report it. So, you know, again, you have some different options there if you go ahead and you click on the 3 arrows. But let me, whoops, didn't mean to click on that. Let me click back on my home. All right, one thing I wanted to show you, if I click on those 3 arrows, the 3 dots, I should be, oh, not there. Sorry, let me go click on my name again. If I click on my name, if I go to something that I tweeted, so it was my tweet, and I click on those 3 little dots, you should notice that I get an option to delete the tweet. So I can't delete other people's tweets, but I can delete my own. So again, that was just an extra option that you didn't see if it was somebody else's tweet. Okay, so again, let's click on the home button. Okay, let's talk about a hashtag here. For a second. Let me go ahead and yep, there we go. Let me just go down here. Let's look for some hashtags. Doesn't take too long to find a hashtag. A hashtag here, like for example, this tweet, that one has a hashtag of Common Core. You can see it there. It's got the little symbol, and then it says Common Core. Okay, so that is a hashtag. Now you might be saying, well, why do people, why do they design these hashtags? And you can see them in other places. There's one that says vocabulary, Pinterest, language. Here's one that says EDU Day GT. Again, these hashtags, let me go ahead, I'm going to tap on that Common Core one, and you'll see what actually happens here. If I tap on the Common Core one, what will happen is you can actually see that now this says, up here it says results for the Common Core hashtag. So now what it's doing, it's giving me every tweet that has the hashtag Common Core in it. Alright, so as I go down through, you're seeing all of these different tweets have the hashtag of Common Core. So what that does is it takes multiple tweets and puts them into one feed based on that hashtag. So it allows you to link or bring together all of the tweets that are sharing that same hashtag. And hashtags, there's no rhyme or reason for hashtags. You can make up any hashtag that you would like. You might make up a hashtag and then find that somebody else is using it, or you might use somebody else's hashtag. All right. Okay, so let's look at what the reply looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and tap on the arrow here. So let's say if I wanted to reply to this tweet, notice when I tapped on that little arrow right there, this little box popped open, and I could go ahead and reply to that tweet. So typing in whatever I'd like to reply to that with. All right, so that is your basic vocabulary for Twitter. Again, we looked at various words here: tweet, hashtag, direct message, retweet, favorite, follow, followers. Mention. I got to go back and do mention. All right, let me go back here. We did do reply, but not mention there. All right, let's take that down. So a mention is when somebody puts your username in a tweet. So I'm just looking here and see, like for example, right here in this one tweet right here, you'll notice it says at Common Core Facts. So that is a Twitter username. Go back here to the home. Let me just look, like for example, right here in this tweet, you'll notice it says, come back out of there, come back out of there. All right, you'll notice in this tweet that it says at LifeLS262. So all of those are mentioned. When you have an at, username, whatever the username happens to be, if you see that within a tweet, then that is what is known as a mention. So again, let me just go ahead and tap on those. So we did define the tweet, hashtag, direct message, retweet, favorite, follow, followers, mention, and reply. So again, that is your Twitter those are your Twitter vocabulary terms.